Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Akai and Hobby Talks. I am joined with Akai, of course. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, guys.
Before we start our topic, we're just going to hang out for a bit as people kind of come in. And as you might know from our Twitter and stuff, like it's hot. It's hot.
It's not like regular hot, like,
It's like the hottest. Like, well, I don't think it's the hottest we've ever experienced. Like right now, it's gonna be like way hotter in like a day or two, right? So
yeah. The worst would be tomorrow and Monday, right? Yeah.
Sunday and Monday, right? It says it's gonna be like 40-ish. So Celsius or like 100 something. So.
Yeah, I mean it's slightly different for me and for you, right? So I guess.
Yeah, I mean. The thing is, the temperature on like the what's it called, like
the forecast,
like the weather apps and stuff, like the temperature there is it's more of a, I don't know how they calculate that, but it's probably more of an average or something, right? Because I have my own thermometer thing and it's not like the exact thing. It's like lower actually, which is good. It's good as lower, but yeah,
I think it's better if it's lower too, but
so I have my fan. I have my fan on. Akai has his fan. I have water. Stay hydrated.
Right.
Hope you guys are not dying as we are.
Yeah, this is when I wish I lived in some cold countries, like colder countries
like
or
Vietnam?
places. Nah, not Vietnam, dude. I literally sweat like 24/7 in Vietnam.
That's because you have to add like 100% extra humidity.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
Once you go to Vietnam, like any part of Asia, really.
True, but that's the best part about staying in with an AC on, like staying inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, in countries like that, yeah. But it's alright here. But I don't get why it's getting so hot over here, dude.
It's the heat wave, man. It's just it's gonna pass. But
okay.
Well, it's global warming, first of all. So
global warming, man. We got to talk about that. Climate changes and everything.
It's super moist and rainy and hot in Chicago right now. Oh, that's horrible.
Oh,
it's
rainy and hot. That sounds.
Have you ever gotten that, like the thing where like you have like a rainy day and then the next day it's like super hot and sunny?
Yes.
It's so bad because it's like all the rain just like evaporates into the air and shit, and it's like all this fucking like, oh my god.
More like evaporate into you.
I don't know what that means.
Like, like into your body, your skin and everything. You feel like the
well,
hot.
I mean, it'll condense on your body and then it'll make you sweat, I guess. I don't know how it works. Hello, hey guys.
Hello. Yep. What else? Yeah, I think it's only hot for now. We don't have any other hot topics. Right. It's hard to talk even.
Yeah, bear with us. We're just like delirious.
Yeah, we're trying to cope with it.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Wait, let me change my headphones real quick.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna change to my other ones because my fan is loud. Yeah, you guys are really loud. My fans are loud.
And it's bothering you.
Okay.
All right. Tell me when you're back in.
Come on, connect. There we go.
Again, hello guys.
Don't switch. Switch the device. It's a very professional stream so far. Hello. Can you hear me?
Hello. Yeah.
I need to be able to hear you actually. Let me turn you
Do
on.
you hear me though?
Yeah.
All right. Hello, Timboto. I made it in time. Yay.
Yeah, I didn't have like a stupid time zone. Like, didn't write the wrong time zone this time. I put PDT instead of PST. I can't believe I did.
This time we was right though, right?
Yeah, this time we were right, but I can't believe I didn't put. I don't know how time zones work.
Oh, it's alright, man. It's alright.
I didn't know, like, I don't know. I mean, I was aware of it, but like, I never thought about it. I guess.
I mean, especially when it changes too, right? Yeah.
Hey, Joby.
Hello, Joby. CH.
Oh, yes. Ch.
Hey,
I don't know. Wait, how would someone pronounce your name, Joby? Because it's just like CH now, right? So do people would you say like CH, or would you just say like Ch?
Hello, Nano Bird. Okay. Tabasco. Okay. Oh, I can't think.
Nano Bird is the squishable person I told you about.
Oh, hello. Yeah. Hobby was talking about you earlier.
Yeah, I was like, dude, I met someone who's a fan of squishables, dude.
Hey, and you sound excited. Honestly,
I'm excited because they seem excited. They're like, oh, look at this. And then they're like, everyone knows. Ch. You know, I used to pronounce Ocha as like Oka.
Oh my god. It's bothering me, dude.
Because whenever I see like pen spinning names and stuff with the CH, especially JB names or people from other places, I always assume the CH is like a different sound because that's usually how it works.
Yeah.
In like other languages or something.
You have something in mind. Yeah. Oka. Oh my god. Oka. More like okay.
Okay. Oh hey. Okay. Oh hey.
Oh, mustard. I'm not good.
Wait, what?
Joby. I guess I'm not good.
K or Ch? Or Cho. We should just call you Cho. Like it's like the last name of like some Asian dude, right? It's like Cho. That's actually like a proper name. It's called Chobi Cho.
Oh right, Cho. It's like I don't know,
like
dude.
CHO, like this. CHO.
I'm thinking about like J.O. Joe.
Oh, J.O. Do people have last names like that?
Yeah, I've seen ones. Yeah.
I've never seen those before. Actually, I've seen Cho more.
Oh.
Well, Chobi, you should. I don't know.
Chobi sounds really cute though. Reminds me of like chibi. Do you know chibi? Like smaller anime characters. They call them
like
chibi.
Chibi?
No, yeah, like chibi. Yeah.
Like CHIBI.
Yes.
Wait, is it just does Chobi's name come from Chibi except like he took the I out? Is that where it came from?
We don't know the story behind his name anyway. We need to talk. Oh god, are we ready to think the hobby? You muted yourself, yeah, alright.
Okay. It's from it's Chocobo, right. Yeah, I remember this now. I think I vaguely remember you telling me something to do with Final Fantasy, yeah. That makes sense.
Chocobo. The yellow bird, right?
Yo, Chobi, are you excited for Endwalker? Or do you not play the MMO? Or have you been playing like Final Fantasy Remake? Yeah, we can discuss we could discuss Chobi's names the entire time if you want. No, we're not going to. But we'll revisit it at the end of the stream maybe. I'm surprised Chobi can even make it because it's usually like a bad time zone for him to like join.
Is it like 7 in the morning, I guess?
Is it?
Some
Philippines? I don't know what the Philippines time zone is, so
maybe even later, like 8 in the morning.
Actually, because of pen spinning, I keep what's it called? I keep like the world clock with like multiple different
places, right? Locations.
Yeah, different places. So I have my Canada, like my area, Vancouver, and then I have like a Sydney one for Australia. I have a Taipei one for Taiwan. I have a Tokyo one, Paris one, and then Berlin one. So it's like Germany, Japan, and all those places. So 6 a.m.
International spinner, huh?
Yeah. Too poor, dude. Chobi, you should play the free trial if there's still. I think there should still be a free trial for FF14 for like the. You have like, you can play A Realm Reborn and Heavensward for free. I'm pretty sure. So you can play quite a bit of it actually before you actually dive into like the main game with like subscription fees and stuff. Yeah. Oh, you have an account. Oh, okay. I see. So you played back in the day. I see what I mean. So you have to like resubscribe and stuff.
We have some 5 and 6 p.m. people here. That means on the East Coast, right?
From pre-Heavensward. Pre-Heavensward, okay. I really enjoyed Heavensward. Heavensward was a good expansion. Sorry, I'm just talking about video games, dude.
All right.
I mean, I actually played FF14 fairly recently. It was like a year or two ago. And then I stopped playing for a while.
Should we dive into the topic, Hobby? You ready?
You want to change? Yeah, let's go.
All right, let's go.
All right, you start. Akai, you start.
All right, let's switch it first. All right. Teaching.
We're gonna talk about Final Fantasy, man.
All right. So the topic today is gonna be self-teaching, right? And teaching yourself how to play video games. Oh, just kidding. Mostly it's gonna be pen spinning, but I think we can apply it to several different things as well.
Yeah, so you can apply it to getting good at anything. Getting good at Dark Souls or like fighting games. Oh, like maybe Guilty Gear Strive, because Shobi might be into that, because that's a new fighting game that's coming out recently. We're only talking about video games. Yeah.
This is a video game stream.
It's not even pen spinning.
It's not even pen spinning anymore. But yeah, how should I go into this? Let's talk about mentality first, right?
Okay.
The reason why I wanted to talk about this topic was because I was practicing the other day, and I thought about how like different, like each person has their own way of like teaching themselves pen spinning, right? So I thought it would be interesting for you and me to talk about it on a stream,
right,
and see how we approach practice and training in a way. Yeah.
Training.
Yeah, self-training and everything. So, yeah.
I feel like learning how to teach yourself pen spinning is like one of the, like learning the best way to do it and what works for you is like the main way you're going to actually kind of get pen spinning, you know, like kind of you're gonna get it and understand, have like a structure, like kind of intuitive understanding in your head of like how to like, oh, how do I learn this trick, like where do I start, or like, oh, how am I gonna learn this linkage, how do I get better and learn these things, and how do I do these things, like it just, you'll learn how to teach yourself that or realize the ways you are able to do that after you kind of get the ball rolling. But when you're a beginner and you're new, it's quite difficult. I totally understand. It took me, I mean, I've been spinning for like 10 years now. Akai has been spinning for like 10 years too. And only now do I feel like I'm getting good.
Right. And I'm still practicing. It feels like it never stops, you know what I mean? Like
it doesn't.
Yeah.
I don't think you're ever fully satisfied with yourself. That's just what happens.
And even if like you have like all the trick base for everything, but then you still have something else to work on, say like refinement and everything, you know, and other aspects, like if you want to focus on certain things like timing or finger precisioning or whatever aspects there are. Yeah. So yeah, as a beginner, like how did you start learning a trick? Was it just watching and try to do the same thing, or did you look like closely into the tutorial or anything like that?
Yeah, I did. Like I feel like that's how it works. Like how do I explain it? Like in the beginning, it's hard to remember because it's like 10 years ago too.
Right.
But like I feel like back then you would watch like a Katrin tutorial, like an ESO tutorial or something, right? That's on YouTube, and then you would watch it and be like, okay, how do I do the thumb around, you know?
Right.
And then they'll explain how you do it. I think the first step for anyone as a beginner to understand how to learn a trick, if we're just talking tricks, by the way, right? Is understanding the motion of the pen.
Like where it goes.
Yeah, where it goes and where you're trying to make it go. So like, let's say you're doing a thumb around, right? So then you want the pen to go this way, right? So it's like understanding where the pen goes is very important, and also where your fingers go as well, like what moves when the trick is performed. Excuse me. I'm gross. The it's like what causes the push and stuff like that. Because I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of hard, but like knowing what causes the push, because there's always really like a push to cause like the trick to like the pen to move.
So
like in this case, it's like the middle finger, you know, and the thumb,
where to hold
ring
it.
Finger is holding it. Ring finger is holding it. It's mainly the middle finger and the thumb though, because you can do it by itself without the ring finger. Ring finger is just there to hold it a bit better in place.
Yeah, just for show.
I feel like the reason why it's so important to like know these things and be very analytical about it, I guess, in some ways, to like understand like what's going on exactly, is because there's going to be a lot of tricks down the line. Like if you're a beginner, right, and then you finish fundamentals and all that stuff. There's going to be a lot of tricks where there's no tutorials for, right?
Right.
Only slow-mos maybe, and you only understand like the path, like the motion of the pen. Right. From watching slow-mos and videos. And a lot of people can actually just learn tricks from that. It's not when you get more experience, like you don't need tutorials for all tricks. All you need to really need is a slow-mo.
Right. To see where it begins and where it ends.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, yeah.
Exactly. I mean, in some cases you do need help. That's where like having a good like pen spinning friend or something, like Akai or something is like helpful. But that like having someone to talk to like in voice or whatever and being like do I do it, and then you trying the trick, and then they'll be like, oh yeah, try doing it this way, or try doing it this way.
Try move it, you know, like something.
Remember I was trying to teach you this trick?
Oh yeah, that thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to teach Akai this, and I was like, okay, you're tilting I think you're moving too far to the right, or
I keep doing this, right? I keep doing this.
Yeah, you kept like going like this, like trying to catch it, right? So you're getting better at it.
Hopefully. My fingers are kind of sticky, to be honest.
Yeah, it's gross, dude.
Yeah.
I feel like this is one of those tricks that it's hard to, it's the way it looks like is very deceptive as to like what it actually is.
Yeah. And then when you explain to me like what fingers do you use and the motion, I was like, oh, I got it. Yeah.
Because look, like at first when I do this, you might think like, oh, you must like push against the thumb, right? So you do like some thing where you push the thumb, but you actually don't use the thumb at all. Like what you actually do is you push with your middle and index finger.
Hello. Can you guys hear me live? Hello.
Hello? Can you guys hear us? Is everything okay?
Yeah, on the previous shows that you're typing and everything.
Ooh, cool, thank God. Holy shit, man, that was annoying. I'm sorry, guys. It's not a good day in terms of heat, in terms of internet.
I'm blaming the heat, man. I'm blaming the heat.
It's just like melting all like the internet, like optic fiber cables, you know? Like,
oh God. Okay, I'm glad. I'm glad to be back.
Welcome back.
What were we talking about again?
So before so if this happens again, I think we're just gonna call it, because we're just gonna keep disconnecting. It's not gonna work out, which sucks, but we'll figure out. We'll probably just stream. I don't know. Are you free tomorrow?
Or,
if it doesn't work out, maybe we'll stream tomorrow or something. We'll figure something out. We'll let you guys know.
Maybe we can do an offline recording as well, right? To compensate.
Yeah, that's true. We can also do offline recording, and then we'll be able to do like a little self-teaching thing. So hopefully it works.
True.
But
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, man. That's.
Oh, okay. Let's get back to the topic before it dies again, man. Oh my God.
So where did I leave off, guys? I think I left off something about doing this trick, right?
Doing this trick.
Right. So I was talking about how, like, learning how to do... I was teaching Akai how to do this, and learning how to do this trick is very deceptive, right? Because it's not about the thumb moving, even though it looks like the thumb is moving a lot. The thumb only moves in order to... Because the pen gets in the way of the thumb. Because the pen goes this way, right? So if you use a longer pen, it's not going to work. Because let's try doing it. See, like it's gonna Like it blocks, the thumb blocks it. So you can't really do it with a longer pen. You can do this, but this is a different trick. I'm flicking the pen this way. Like in this way, this rotation. Not so much this flat rotation here. So if you do like doing this is deceptive because it looks very similar to the other version, which is like that, which is it has air to it. But the reality is this trick is actually you pushing your index and middle finger with your index and middle finger and doing a kind of dual pass here. So what happens is you push with your index like this, apply pressure against your middle finger, like almost like when you start with the thumb flap Sonic, you push against Sonic. Here, and you push it to let it kind of slide here, and then you catch it here, and all the thumb does is just to hold it. The thumb only is there to hold it. By the way, Baron taught me how to do this. He's good at teaching things.
Credit.
Credit to Baron, because that's how he taught it to me.
Yeah, and apparently what I took from learning that trick is you taught me, right? But then still there's a lot of self-learning for me and self-teaching.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, by just looking at you're doing it, yeah.
So outside of like someone else, so we were talking about outside of like, so we're talking, oh my god, I can't talk, God, I can't do this anymore.
I blame the heat, dude, and the internet.
Outside of a friend helping you and kind of understanding the physics, you don't have to understand the physics, but understanding the motion of the pen and what your fingers need to do to actually perform the trick, what do you end up doing in order to like learn it for you then? Because so I taught you how to do it, like learning the mechanics basically, like what happens. What do you do in order to teach yourself to fully learn the tricks?
Yeah, honestly, like there are several steps that I take. First, I would reanalyze like the motion while I'm talking to you, but you might not see that, but I was looking at.
Let's say you're just practicing this trick now. I think this is a good example because it's such a weird trick. Like, no one uses it really in combos, very rarely.
And then I have to eliminate any kind of like misconceptions about a trick. Like you were saying earlier about the thumb, like the thumb doing nothing, right? Just moving to catch it. But I was trying to reanalyze it and do it. Like doing it, like the second step is like make mistakes, right? Like you do whatever, trying to get the feeling, that motion. But what really matters on in terms of self-teaching is like you have to be you have to have that what was it called, like the mentality, like like if you cannot do it now doesn't mean you cannot do it later. So I would just like try, and if I cannot do it, I'll tell you like, maybe I'll try again later for you tomorrow. I'll show you later when I practice enough. So that part is about dedicating your own like personal time for practicing. Like you don't have to do it right now, but you can and you can still do it when you are on your free time, right? So that's about like self-teaching that I feel.
Lifestyle spinning, boys. Lifestyle.
Yeah. So instead, like after I got off the call, instead of like practicing my usual links or combos, I would just like, hey, let me get this trick right. Let me get these feelings right. Yeah. And I was trying to do that, and it was important because you can't just do the trick by looking at someone doing it, right? And you need to dedicate yourself to the trick, apparently. So I mean you just messed up a little bit just now, so like I mean, it's not when you learn a trick, it's like you're going to drop the pen a lot. It's obviously make mistakes, and it's totally fine. Like we don't have to like dwell on it or anything, right? It's just I can do it. I can do it.
If you get frustrated, just take a break. Just relax. Just chill. Don't because getting mad, it just makes it worse.
I think you have.
Maybe it's different for some people. Maybe you can use that anger or use that irritation. But for me, I'm just like I can't do this.
How do you use that frustration anyway, Javi?
To motivate you to keep going and just like fucking get it done.
It sounds like you're very used to it. That frustration. I can't do this thing.
I don't.
But yeah,
Does this trick have a name?
I don't know.
It's
I
not.
don't know.
You're not familiar to what it's called. This trick has a name in Japanese. I'm pretty sure in the Japanese in JB, the Japanese community. So I don't know what it's called. I'm pretty sure it has a name, but I forget what it's called. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is? There was a name, right? I'm pretty sure there was a name for it.
I wasn't looking into this trick until you taught me,
Oh,
so I didn't really mind. But if anyone knows the name,
yeah. Please
This-
feel free to write it down.
yeah.
But it's just one of those tricks that for me, I don't know. When you get more experience with pen spinning, names don't matter. You're just like, oh, you know the trick where you do this, right?
Uh-huh.
And then people are like, oh yeah, I get it.
And then like even if you say the names, like people might not know what the trick is anyway. So
Yeah, exactly.
sometimes it's like a hybrid, like Cat just said, a hybrid.
Mm-hmm.
And how do you explain a hybrid in a short term, right?
Yeah.
So,
Like I mean, how do you explain pen spinning? Like how do you write something like in text that translates to a mental image in someone else's head of how it actually works?
yeah, and it's not only one image; it's like a series of motion.
Yeah, exactly. It's a
Like-
motion. It's not like an image.
Yeah, so it's like a film or like a video inside your mind or something, rather than just an image, right? Yeah,
Right.
but yeah, and I mean for any trick is it involves self-teaching in a way, yeah.
Mhm.
But that's
that's
what
the
makes it fun,
mentality,
right?
right?
Yeah,
That's the mentality, right?
yeah, and that's what makes it fun for pen spinning, because we always learn something and we always teach ourselves something. So
Mhm.
that's what's fun for me.
Improving, right? Getting better and being
Yeah,
like, see,
getting better,
I feel
feeling
I'm getting
good.
better. Yeah, it's the same scratch. It's like when you get better at a video game or you get better at a different hobby or whatever skill,
Mhm.
So, yeah,
More of a general feeling, right? Like for
Mhm.
almost everything that you're improving.
because I wanted to focus on a few things you said because you're talking
Mhm.
more like a general kind of mentality. So I have a few things I did want to talk about, which is like
Mm.
when you are learning a new trick, right? There's a few things you can do. You can understand the motion, right? There's a few things.
First,
you can
the
understand the
motion,
motion of the pen.
Mhm.
Right, so you can just understand the motion, you don't have to even understand the fingers and how they push, and then you can understand like what needs to happen with your fingers in order to cause it to move that way,
Mhm.
and then you can try. I like doing this because it's helpful in like a very like intuitive way, like you do it by feel, right?
Mhm.
Like when you first learn a trick, right, you might do the trick right a few times and then you drop the pen like all the time for the rest of the time, right?
Mhm.
So what I'd recommend is the one time you ended up doing that trick properly and you're like, oh my god, that felt so good.
Mhm.
Oh, right. Kai really likes it when he does this trick. It feels good. He's like, oh, it feels so good, right? And then you're like, remember how that feels, right?
Right. Yeah.
And try to have like your muscle memory take over and be like, try to replicate that feeling. And if that feeling is right and it looks right and it feels right and that it's like the correct way to do the trick, try to remember that and try to replicate that. And that's how I kind of intuitively teach myself a trick without being like, oh, I gotta make sure I slightly move my middle finger here or something in order to do the trick. Or no. Do it by feel. Do it by feel a little bit. It's helpful to do it by like kind of like specifics too. That's the other thing I would recommend is if you're really having trouble, you can also like film like a video and then just slow-mo it and you can kind of see what you're doing wrong or like even post it on the workshop or something,
Mm.
Discord server, and just ask people and be like, oh, what am I doing wrong here? I keep dropping the pen. Is there something I can do? And then people will give you an answer. That's the main problem with beginners, I would say, when they ask, oh, are there any tips for, I'm having trouble with thumb around. Do you have any tips? Like, I understand where that comes from, but the problem with that question is that, sure, we have tips, but like, we can't really help you because we don't know what the problem is. So like, us like as experienced pen experts answering that question, we'll give you tips, sure, but I don't think they'll help you because what your problem is is specific to your situation and
Right.
specific to maybe how your fingers work. Like my fingers are different than yours, or maybe like your pen makes it harder for you to do it. Maybe you're holding it wrong. We don't know because we can't see what
and
you're
we
doing.
and we can't feel what you feel, right?
Exactly.
So we don't know where exactly should we like tell you to fix, or like move your middle finger a little bit, or like your ring finger a little bit. We can't really say that because we don't feel what you feel as well. So
Exactly.
yep, and that's one
So
of the
it's-
difficulties. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the difficulties, and that's why I recommend if you are a newer person and you're dropping the pen, it's so much more helpful if you film a video and show someone, you know. So
Right.
yeah,
Yeah, because for pen spinning we learn visually, so
Exactly.
it's always
Exactly.
helpful to have kind of like a video, or yeah, I think that's the best way.
another tip I would say is if you're not thinking about the feel and you're still struggling with a trick, maybe you haven't really landed it properly yet. Try to change the push.
Yeah.
The initial push, like let's say you're doing a thumb around, right? You're going like this, right? Let's say you're doing it wrong or something, and you're like, oh, like it's like this. What are you like? Try to change your position of your fingers and kind of move it around and move it, like just change it, and just instead of like doing the thing, just doing the exact same thing over again and expecting a different result. I don't, like whatever that quote was, but. Try changing where you place your fingers, where you move your fingers, like just change it up. And then that's, I feel like in the very beginning, like when you first pick up a trick, you don't know how to do it. That's where you start, because you're not going to be able to do it the first time you pick up the pen, right? So you want to like just experiment and see what feels right and like see what's the proper one. And once you feel the one that like where you put your hands, like where you put your fingers and what you feel like your fingers should move like and like where positions, that's when you start like trying to replicate it, right? Because then you're able to do it the first time, and now you want to do it that first time properly and do it again, be able to do it consistently, right?
Yeah, in other words, just try to play around with whatever you have like for the trick and keep doing it, right? Keep doing it till you get it, right?
Yeah, well, it's not as simple as keep doing it. Yeah.
No, just, but the part about like playing around with different stuff.
Yeah, move your fingers.
Yeah, move your
fingers.
Maybe move your hand a little bit, like your entire.
Yeah, move your fingers slightly differently. Try it a different way. Don't just do it the same way and expect it to work. You know.
Yeah.
Because that might not work. I know All Wars also had another method of like teaching or learning tricks, which is he was talking about like blindfolding or just like not looking.
That means like focusing on the feel, right?
He doesn't look and then he practices it. It works. It works probably. I don't really do it that much personally, but it's another method to like consider. Just like not look and practice and see how consistent you are. I'm not looking right now, by the way. You can't tell. I'm not looking.
And actually, I do use that method sometimes for certain tricks that require a feel over look, you know. Yeah.
What do you think about consistency? Like, how consistent does someone have to be like a pretty good, like,
at
level?
The trick?
Like,
wait, what?
Yeah, how many times in a row or whatever? I wrote in, like a beginner guide recently, like about like 5 to 10. You know, it's pretty
5
good.
to 10.
Like
well,
you do 5 to 10 thumb rounds in a row. Like you're good.
For me, I think for certain tricks you need to be very consistent with it, and other tricks you don't have to. Like maybe in landing it in a combo, I'll say like 80% of your tricks should be about 7 to 8. You know, like, and some might be like 9 of 10. Like thumb around. You know, you just don't miss that. Okay, just don't miss that. But for harder links, like maybe more of like the what is it, like chains landing kind of finisher and everything, it could be ranging from 5 to 7, 8. Yeah, but we don't need like to be consistent with every single trick, I believe. Yeah, sometimes I would miss like this trick like back to FLT reverse, right? Sometimes I would miss that. like 2 out of 10 I would miss that for some reason.
I'm good because I practiced a lot.
Yeah, and like maybe like the bus 1.5 I could miss that sometimes, or it doesn't
So-
land in the way that I want.
Yeah, so it's just like it happens, So
Yeah. So the most important thing
Consistency-
is to accept it. Like you don't have to
Yeah.
be very 100%.
but I think I think you don't have to be 100%, but you should get to a level you feel comfortable with. I think, right?
the highest
also-
possible, right?
Well, a decent level, right? You don't have to go crazy because we're talking like kind of beginner to intermediate kind of level. You don't have to worry about too much. It's only when you get into like way like higher level pen spinning, like more crazy shit, that you have to worry about it. But because it becomes more important. Because let's say you're doing tech spinning or slightly harder spinning, you need to be consistent in order to do the trick properly. Otherwise, you're gonna sit there for 5 hours trying to film a hard combo, right?
Right.
With like super refined spinning or like MX spinning or light panel spinning or like nice looking spinning, yeah, twisted sonics and stuff are easy, but how are you gonna do it super nicely?
Yeah, and
Right.
consistently,
So it's-
yeah.
You consistently do it super nice. So it's not even just about doing the trick with fancy like pretty spinning. It's not just about doing the trick.
Right.
Now it's about, can you do the trick in the exact way you intended, right? So
Right,
it's like a different kind of perspective on it. It's like one way is like makes you like do the trick in a very specific way, even though the trick itself is not that hard. The other way is you need to do the trick, but it's more about being able to do the trick because the trick itself is already hard.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the things that I wanted to mention briefly. Like
Yeah.
doing it consistently, but then doing it nicely and consistently is like a different like level. When you can get past that threshold, is like your spinning gonna be so nice. And you're muted, Hobby. You're muted.
Oh, whoops.
Oh yeah,
My camera's lagging. Oh, it's better now. There you go.
it's better. It's the heat, man.
It's the heat.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, in for self-teaching, it's really about like what you're telling yourself, right? Like, like you have to. Oh, I have to be able to do this in a very nice way. Like you like keep trying to do like the one trick that you want to get it nicely. That's self-teaching. Like you're not only teaching yourself how to do the trick, but also like what is it, like motivating yourself in the same way. So is what pen spinning is about, to me. And it never stops, like we said earlier. It never stops.
I mean, there's some people that can do almost every trick, but most people don't.
Yeah.
I mean, Akai and I have been spinning for a long time, right? He like I didn't know how to do this. Like,
Yeah. See, and we don't need to know every single trick.
yeah, you don't need to learn every single trick. Okay.
Yeah. If what is it, like there's some kind of pressure in knowing every single trick in pen spinning, then don't be stressed over that. Yeah, just don't stress. Yeah.
You should worry about being able to put the tricks in a combo and making the linkages out of the tricks and stuff like that, though. That's consistency with linkages and consistency in a combo are different things as well. It's important to get your base consistency of a trick, like for example, like me just doing this is like my main like trick consistency. Let's just call it that, just for the purposes of explaining this. Like, this is my trick consistency, how well I can do it, right? But now, how well can I do in a linkage? So, like that maybe, right? So this is my linkage. Me doing like a twisted sonic before in the past before I do the thumb round. So what's my consistency doing in this? It's pretty high because I do this linkage a lot. But let's say in a combo, right? Let's say in a combo. Okay, now let me see. Like let's say
there's
say I
always
do,
something
like, in a
that
combo, like-
f's you off, kind of.
yeah, it's like it's things that right? So it's like you have to like build on the layers because putting it in a combo is going to feel different and putting it in linkage is also going to feel different. So it's like figuring all that stuff out as well. The reason why it's hard is because in a combo and in a linkage, the way you hold the pen is different. because after, for example, like I'm doing it this like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the reason why I'm able to do this trick, the thumb around this way, is because I adjusted or held it when I started in a comfortable position I'm used to, right? Let's say I'm doing a different linkage that links into, a different trick that links into that. So like, let's say I do this twisted sonic pass. So twisted sonic, right? And then pass, and then thumb around, right?
Yeah.
So twisted sonic pass, right? Well, after you do the twisted sonic and pass, you might, if you're not familiar with what you're gonna do afterwards and you're not used to linkage, you might be holding the pen like maybe let's say here, or
For
maybe
some
like,
reason,
let's
yeah.
say here,
Mm-hmm.
right? For some reason, you'll be like, oh, I can't do a thumb around like this. What am I gonna do? So it's like you need to practice like where the pen lands, right? After
Right.
you do it. So that's why the consistency during trick and linkage and in a combo are all like completely different beasts, because it's important to get your first step down, but like you got to get your other steps afterwards as well, because your ultimate goal is to put your trick in their combo, right? So
Right. Yeah. And that's one of the other things that I wanted to say is that if you're like too tired of learning a trick, maybe try with other tricks, like combine it with the tricks that you already familiar with, so you can do like like that trick you were talking about, like the twisted sonic thumb around thing, right? Like maybe try doing like that link instead of practicing the trick alone, right? Like, oh, this looks better, right? And it makes you want to learn the trick instead of just like, oh fuck, I can't get over this trick and it's like bothering me. So put it in
I have another tip
linkage.
for you as well. Is like there's ways to almost use other tricks to help you learn tricks.
Yeah.
Because for example, like let's say you're learning index around, right? Well, it might help to do like a charge reverse or something before it, right? Because it gives you momentum.
Right.
So it might be awkward at first to do this like kind of seesaw motion. So you can try like a twisted sonic like that, or like something.
Right. Or with mid or red, you can try the twisted sonic pass thing, right? This thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can
Like this.
combine different tricks and learn the trick that you're trying to learn.
Yeah. So the moment, because sometimes the momentum of like a certain trick helps you lead into a different trick, especially if you're like you got into making linkages and combos, like you're more of an intermediate spinner. Like you can actually use those, like that knowledge and that experience in order to help you learn other tricks. Like be like, oh, I'm just gonna do a twisted sonic to this, or just twisted sonic to that, or something. So
Yep.
like twisted sonic to this.
Yeah. Yeah, and I was learning this thing earlier, because I've been doing like the motion and everything, right? With the sliding motion, and I was trying to do the aerial like this.
Twisted sonic to this.
Just Sonic to
Like this.
Yeah.
Twisted sonic to this. Ugh. I can't do it.
Land it, dude. I want to see you land it.
I can't do it anymore. I did it so well last time, but I don't remember. Oh, there it is.
Oh, there you go. We got it. Nice. Now I can't do it.
I mean, you do it the proper way. I'm doing the horrible cheat way, right? Because it has so much air. When I do it, you're doing it like it sticks to your thumb. I'm doing it like, oh, it gives it so much air. Like, oh.
But as long as it's fun, Yeah. Yep. And what else is for self-teaching? We got the reason, what kind of trick, and
We got the ways to learn.
Yeah.
What else do you guys want to know? If you have any questions or anything, feel free to ask us, or tell us to talk about, because it's important. Because it's hot and we're dying.
We're dying already. And my internet died before me.
Yeah, and your internet did die, like literally. So.
Yeah. And it took longer to come back up compared to last time. Oh my god. Freaked me out, dude.
Wait, I don't think you've ever fully disconnected from a stream before, though.
I don't think so. It just kind of
Yeah.
stopped it.
This is the first time it's ever happened. I've disconnected, but that's because of the Discord video thing. By the way, the Discord video thing, they finally reduced the CPU usage, so I stopped like getting issues. And
Yeah,
also,
it's not
what's it
suitable
called?
for you.
Yeah, I mean, I also turned off the hardware acceleration. I think the hardware acceleration messes up the CPU usage for some
Yeah,
reason.
even the patch did like nothing changed. It's weird.
Mhm.
Still kind of
Combo
crashes.
structure.
Combo structure.
I'm not sure what you mean. I'm not sure about that because, you like self-teaching combo structure. Is that what you mean? I'm not sure.
Edit, self-teach. Oh, it's your territory hobby. Edit.
What do you mean edit self-teach?
Maybe editing.
Like, like video editing?
How to self-teach yourself editing, right? Pen spinning
Like video editing?
Maybe. I don't know. I'm not
Is that
sure.
what you mean? Please let me know. I'm not sure.
Okay. Combo structure.
Yeah, you talk about combo structure.
Um, I mean, technically, I was told by somebody that I mean, years ago, like maybe like 6 years ago, he told me my combo structure was shit. It was bad, and I didn't take it personally because like who I am and everything. But now I think about it, it's actually true because I didn't pay any attention to what I do. I just do whatever felt comfortable, right? And yeah, I digged into it and I figured out like there's a certain way that you can plane your combo, right? You need for say like for a CV, like a good CV submission. I need to plane it out and see what goes together and whatnot, right? But I mean, for me, self-teaching combo structure is really hard because everyone spends differently, and it's almost always about like the spinners that you like. You watch the spinners that you like and see how they come up with their structure and everything. And I think that's a good step because at first you don't think about structure that much. And then
I think all you really need to do is sorry for interrupting, but
Yeah,
like,
it's
all
good,
you need
it's
to
good.
do is watch a lot of pen spinning,
Right.
and also just think about it. When you're watching, just think about structure. Just be like, wait a second, let's see what he does
And
in the
why,
beginning, in
and
the
why.
end, in the middle. Like why does he use these tricks in the middle, and why does he use these tricks? You know,
Right.
Like
Why does
why did I
tricks?
use? Yeah, exactly. Why do you use these tricks? Oh, this trick actually creates like this kind of tension and release.
But yeah, what you said is very good. Yeah,
Right,
I
so,
agree. Yeah, why?
like scissor,
why?
like like let's say someone does like a scissor spin, FLTA, right?
Yeah.
Well, the slowdown during the scissor spin kind of builds like this expectation, or like this, like it draws your eye to it because it's like it slows down. And you're like, oh, something changed, right?
But it's weird if you do that trick in the beginning, right? If you
Yeah.
start your combo like this, and then it's like going on and everything, it's gonna be weird. And that's where
weird.
structure comes in, because there are certain tricks that you don't really do in the beginning, like say finisher tricks, right? The finishing
Like Haitua.
tricks. Yeah, you don't just like Well, let me do it on cam. Yeah, fuck. GG. I can't even do it, dude.
It's too hot. It's okay. It's hot.
I'm
Blame the heat.
sweating. But anyway, like there are certain tricks that you don't do in the beginning, and that's one of the elements in the combo structure. So by self-teaching, like Hobby said, is always about like watching other people and see like what is it, why, and oh, this trick should not be done at the end because it's kind of like bores you out, you know.
Yeah,
So yeah,
like,
just notice, yeah.
I think it's a lot, especially for combo structure and weird concepts like that. Like you need to just think about it. Like which sounds like really stupid. Like it's just like it's like,
Think about
it's
it.
like, oh, just think. You guys are dumb. Just fucking think.
No,
right?
but it's not like
But
that, right? Yeah.
It's not like that. It's just like you need to like actively kind of like actually think about it. Instead of just watching a pen spinning video, be like really break it down. If you're not that good at watching pen spinning, let's say you can't really see what tricks are happening, watch it in slow-mo, just watch it, look at it, and be like, maybe put some music on in the background and just kind of study pen spinning,
And I thought of a good idea. So when you're watching somebody else, say a combo, right? And I would encourage people to use whatever they can do, like what they have in their trick base, to come up with a combo or a linkage. But then when you watch other people, there are things that you cannot do, right? And that would help you to know, like, oh, if I want to do this kind of combo, I need to learn these tricks. And that means you have more like tricks to learn in the process. And yeah, and by successfully learning it and executing it in the proper way, you have more diversity in your spinning as well. So by watching and analyzing, or in slow motion, like Hobby said, we learn a lot from that, and we take that information in and self teach ourselves to do other tricks and other links or combos as well. And of course, structure comes
Obviously,
from,
having a little like a pen spinning friend helps a lot because there's no judgment. You just ask questions, and they'll be like,
Oh, it
"Okay,
depends
do
on what
this."
kind of friend, though.
Yeah, it depends. I mean, it can still be a good friend and be like, "You suck," you know.
Right.
So you know, but it still helps to have like a friend, and then you can bounce ideas off of or ask.
True,
Like
true, yeah.
that.
Yeah,
But
actually,
if
in
you
the
don't have
beginning,
that,
yeah.
but in the beginning you might not have that, so you know you got to kind of like think about it. And I mean, a lot of the time, like Akai and I talk about pen spinning and stuff, but we don't learn pen spinning together all the time, right?
Right, yeah. Because the thing
Like,
we
we have-
learn are different, right? Yeah.
And we have like practice sessions where we just kind of quietly chat or just hang out and practice certain tricks, but we don't like just like constantly like help each other and like talk about certain things. I don't know. We don't do that all the time. But a lot of the time when we practice is mostly on our own, actually, because that's when we can focus and just like.
Yeah, I think because it's because we both know that we can learn independently, right? We don't need to be learning together because we don't do the same thing, and of course, like the structure and everything is different from each other. So
I think one thing I do want to mention about the structure is
Right.
that even though like there's like certain tricks you shouldn't do, and like you may say like you said that there's if you watch someone else spin and you just and see what kind of tricks that you can't do, and then you'll realize like, oh, maybe we need to use these tricks to make that kind of combo. That you need to know when to break the rules sometimes as well.
yeah,
right?
of course, yeah.
So, yes, there are rules like you can't do a high two in the beginning, but let's say your spinning is based on subverting people's expectations and being weird and like doing stuff, then do it. You know, like
Right, yeah.
yeah, that's the whole point. Like just you have to know when to break the rules because none of these are like combo structure, like quote unquote rules or like whatever rules that you're supposed to abide by in pen spinning. In reality, there are none. They're only like general guidelines that are set, like that people have set because of the community. Like no one has like, you can't really spin pens wrong, really. You can, but like,
Yeah.
other than like just dropping the pen and not being able to spin, like that's wrong, I guess. But like, can't really. You just do what you want, really. You know.
Right. Entertain yourself, with whatever, yeah.
In terms of the like self-teaching yourself to edit stuff, that's very similar to combo structure in the sense that you have to watch a lot of CVs, PVs, solos. You need to watch a lot of edited pen spinning, and that's how you'll learn. Because I think good pen spinning editing does not come from learning how to do technical effects or anything. Pen spinning doesn't need that many effects. You can just do crossfades and stuff like that.
What do you
But
need?
but let's say you just know how to do a crossfade, right? And that's it. You can put crossfades in and just stick it in with the music, and that's cool, and it works, right? Whatever. But the problem with just slapping it in is that you need like that extra like connection between the music and the pen spinning. So it's what I like to call like the music syncs or whatever, like your transitions like sync with the music and stuff like that. You know, that's what I like to call it. But you need to watch a lot of pen spinning videos with like all those kinds of edits to kind of understand that concept. It'd be like, oh, so like when the song like starts to do this, I can use this kind of transition or like this kind of effect. Or when the song does this, I should use this kind of effect. You know,
Right.
it's
Yeah.
not something I can teach you. It's just like I mean, I could teach you a few examples, but I don't want you to go copying it because there's other ways to do it. Like, for example, here's a quick example. For example, like here's a quick example. For example,
Oh, okay. Let's go, Hobby.
here's a quick example. Let's say the music is very chill, right? Or the music is whatever, right? And let's say your two clips are like not able to. Like, you have to have two clips, and one clip needs to transition to the other one, but the music doesn't have any like cymbal clash or like very obvious like change in the music to like signify the clip
Transition.
changing. Like yeah. So in that case, you can do a crossfade because a crossfade is like a very gentle like kind of transition to the other one. So what happens in that is now you can just do that because the music isn't like changing super rapidly. Having a gentle transition works with the music because it's gentle in the transition, and a gentle like there's no transition really in the music at all. Right. So using a crossfade there is helpful, but you don't know that unless you have like this kind of intuitive understanding of how to edit pen.
Yeah.
So you have to really just study kind of. Yeah, you can copy other people, but it's like you want to understand why they use that. You know
And
what I mean?
kind of, I think the right word is like building your sense in a way. And you muted yourself again, Hobby.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was trying not to cough.
Okay, gotcha. But yeah, building up your sense and see what's good and what's not. You know, it's not always good to copy the exact same thing that other people do because they have like a solid vision of what is gonna be like in a CV or everything. So I think editing and spinning are very similar because we're both like self-taught for things like that, right? We don't go to school for pen spinning. We don't go to school for editing, and also there's another aspect in pen spinning is pen modding, right? We don't go to school for that, right? So we're always self-teaching all of those aspects in pen spinning anyway. So, yep. So we yeah.
So there's some ways for you guys to teach yourself that, but again, like how do let's say this, how did I know and how did you know that that's the way you teach yourself that? How did you know that's how you teach yourself combo structure? And how did I know that's the way you teach yourself pen spinning videos?
How?
Because we've done it before and that's how we learned it, I think.
We're all empiricist.
Because we have that experience and it comes from trying. And a lot of the times, let's say you don't know where to start and you don't know how to teach yourself something. You just have to try things.
Right.
Just try ways to do it and see what works. And sometimes
usually there's like a model, right? Like whatever, like at the end of the goal, like the end goal of a trick or a certain effect in editing, like
or concept or whatever. Or like,
you know there's like a goal for you to reach, yeah. And then we keep trying until we get it, yeah.
Okay, you have some questions.
You guys know Nine's density.
I don't think I skimmed through the article, but I didn't really like. I don't really understand what he's talking about. I gotta be honest.
Yeah, and we don't want to what is it, like involve too deep, right? We don't get into
it gets a little deep.
Just DM9 who get the answers. Maybe.
Yeah, if you ask him, then maybe he'll give you better answers. But I can't really give you proper because I don't even understand it fully myself because I don't understand what he's trying to say in this rating. So. Because he uses certain like words that, and the way he structures his writing is like it's just confusing to me. So you should ask him honestly.
Yep, and that's the best way. Ask the author.
That's the best way. Yeah, get it from the source. Get it from the source.
Yep, get it from the author himself.
There's this guy Moltini who spins very different from standard spinning, and you like how he does that. But there are some people that says he is bad. I think there's a lot of value in sticking to your like we talked about this yesterday actually, like sticking to your like what you want to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people who think someone is, I think the best pen spinners,
Wait,
like people who are famous,
I think
are
bad
really
in this
accessible to
this
watch.
sense is like in terms of execution, right? It's not
Maybe
about like structure, because yeah, maybe I don't know.
that's true. I mean, I
Yeah.
haven't watched the spinning in a while, or I don't remember really, to be honest with you. I
Mm-hmm.
haven't watched the spinning in a while, so I can't really say too much right now. But I would, I mean, I think a lot of the Brazilian pen spinners do lack execution in general.
Mm-hmm.
So
Uh,
it's like it's just like a thing because I think Dark KT really influenced the Brazilian community for the technical spinning he does. I mean,
mm-hmm.
Dark KT's execution is much better than everyone else's in Brazil, I think. But
Yeah.
he took a while to get there. And he honestly, back in the day, his control was so good still.
Right. Not to
That's the,
mention the technical, like the recent technical spinning he's been
yeah.
doing. Before
Yeah,
that,
so he
it
already
was.
understands how to make his execution pretty good. So
Mm-hmm.
then he adds like, okay, I can learn how to make my execution good
Yeah, and
on these harder tricks.
that way he has like a standard, right? Like he has like
Hmm.
this knowledge about like, oh, what is like good in terms of execution, and he can bring that technical tricks into that level as the same time, at the
Oh, the
same time.
presentation. Tom Buddha's saying like the presentation. I get that. I totally get that. You're talking about
Mm.
like camera setups and stuff, right?
Oh, it's a pain. It's a pain.
Yeah. I mean, it's a pain in the ass, and I can see why it's a problem. I think the thing about camera setups and things, especially with newer spinners, is that everyone has a phone nowadays, so they're just like, oh, let me just take it with my phone, right?
But isn't that more convenient? Because you can just
It's
slap it
more
on a
convenient.
tripod, right? And then
Exactly. But not everyone has a
try.
tripod.
Yeah, yeah. That's now that's the one of the things that you can buy to what make your setup more proper, right? Make your proper setup, yeah. But you can still you still have to deal with all the settings inside the camera app and
Yeah,
everything.
exactly. It takes effort, and then depending on your living situation, you might not have a great angle to begin with. So what can you do? You have to figure something out. And a lot of the stuff that you end up using can be really janky. Like let's say you're 13 years old or something, and you don't have money to like buy any tripods or do anything. Like,
Uh-huh.
what are you gonna do? So you get two Pringles cans, stack them on top of each other, and tape your webcam on top of it, right?
No, that's
Like
if you
this.
have a webcam, man.
If you have a webcam, you tape it on, or you use your phone and tape it here, you know? Or you get a lamp that has like a adjustable moving neck. You tape your webcam to the lamp.
Yeah.
So like,
I don't even want to talk about my setup during like my first 2 or 3 years, man. It was really
you guys should see
changing.
our
Yeah.
setups right now. It's like this weird like weird wire thing with like a mic arm coming in, and then there's
Uh-huh.
like a webcam coming over the mic. Like it's super weird. Like let me show you guys. Like look at this. Look at this. There's like a mic here, and then there's a camera. Like there's like weird gooseneck stuff like overlapping here. And here, let me show you guys. Like this is where the mic
Wait,
is.
let me see.
Oh, shit.
Here it is. You can see my mic.
Look at how big of a mess this is. Like setups are annoying. Okay, I get it.
You can see the webcam. You can see my setup, right, Halby?
Right?
On the phone, on my phone screen right now. You can see the
Yeah.
webcam.
It's like an X.
It's like and then you can see the mic
Axis.
right
Yeah.
here. Like it's crossing all over the place and
Yeah,
it's
so-
blocking my screen.
Yeah.
But I'm doing it for AHT, man.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, it doesn't matter if I cannot see my screen.
You don't have a desk. You don't have a desk. You're kind of lost for your filming setup. You can use different things like
The floor.
yeah.
You can use the floor, or you can use the wall if you have a nice wall, like that white wall setup meta.
Yeah, people are doing the white wall meta. That works. You can. There's a lot of things you can try to do. Yeah.
You can try a couch.
try a chair. Try a like coffee table. You know, try stuff. Try your dining room table. You know.
Yeah, I've been meaning to do like a lifestyle setup with it would have planes and shit, like wooden table and everything. But yeah, it's,
presentation is just hard. Like it's hard to. I don't know. Like I don't want to. It's because it's living situation and stuff. I mean, even we talked about this yesterday too. But even like Dark KT, his setup is okay, but I wouldn't say it's great.
Yeah. And
You know?
he's not consistent about it. It's like, oh,
Yeah,
I can
he
film
keeps
whatever I
changing stuff.
want. You know, it's more
Yeah, he
about.
just does.
Mhm.
I mean, but no one cares because his spinning is good. But like, I'm just saying, like, it's also hard to convince people to change their presentation.
Yeah, what is it, man? What is it about that? Like, do we
Yeah,
have
what
to
is it about
self-teach
setup?
setup too?
Yeah, what is it about setups that like people have so much trouble like changing, or they just don't want to change it because they're like,
I
oh,
don't
I don't
think
want
it's
to change
hard doing it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not hard to
Are we,
like think about
is
it.
everyone in the community really that annoying about the setup? They're like, oh, the setup makes so much of a difference, and maybe they're just like, it doesn't matter. My spinning's good.
Oh
Is
my
that what
god.
the argument is?
No, they'll say like, for example, like my community, they would just say like, oh, I don't have time. I
Yeah, but that's such a bad excuse.
but then like
You
I don't
have time to
have,
spin pens, but you don't have time to fucking make a setup.
and
Come
it's
on.
so easy. You can just like look at other people's setup, right?
Kinda
Unless
copy
you don't look at good setups. Like you look at a fellow spinners, like your friends spinner friends, and they have bad setups. No, that's not good to learn from. Learn from the international community, right? It's so easy to just look at so easy to find a good setup and one of the million spinners. One of them, it's yeah, it's not a hard thing to do, but this for some reason, yeah, learn from Chap. Yep, JB.
Yeah, JB has good setups.
Yeah, and yeah, apparently, like I tried a couch setup, and I got a lot of comments for it. Even you had a comment for me, Hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a lot of people talked about it, and I'm like, yeah, it's okay. But anyway, like, yeah, you can just like look at other people, just like learning a combo or something, right? Look at their setup. Take.
The thing is, I feel like, you know, when we talk about self-teaching and stuff like that, like,
Uh-huh.
sometimes you get in this problem where, like, you end up liking something that isn't, like, generally accepted in the community.
And
Maybe that's partially why. Maybe because, like, Dark AT's like, oh, he likes filming casual Twitter clips, like, on his bed or something. People in Brazil are just like, oh, well, I can do that too. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, whichever takes the least effort, right?
Yeah. I mean, maybe it's because of that. I don't know, but it's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
Just try it. Just think about it at least. You don't have, like, I mean, I don't want to be too pushy about it because, like, you should do whatever, but, like, just try it at least. If you want to, like, really make your pen spinning look nice, your setup and everything should look nice too. It's not just about your spinning itself.
Yep.
Because you need to show basically you're presenting your spinning in the best way possible, right? I think that's the best way to put it, right? Presenting it in the best way possible, in the best lighting conditions, the best
respect the
desk
audience.
What?
Respect the audience.
Respect the audience.
That's how I say. That's how I
Really?
say it. Yeah. Respect the eyes of the
Don't
audience.
piss people off. Yeah, don't piss people off.
Yeah, respect the audience's eyes. But yeah, just do, you know.
Just think about it. Just think about it. I don't want to. Just think.
We
about
don't push, you know. We don't push people. Just that's why I usually leave a comment in my what is it, like judging, like tournament judges. What is it? Yeah, the
it.
comments.
Oh, the Thai tournament. That you
No, not
mentioned?
Thai. Also Vietnamese
okay.
tournament. But
I heard the Thai tournament's almost over. By the way,
almost, yeah, almost.
I think it's like Knive or something, and someone else.
There's Knife and what's the other guy?
remember.
Piaru.
Really? I thought that was like a
Pia-
PSH spinner or something.
No, Piaru. Knife.
Oh, I think you may have shown me that person. You're like,
Yeah,
I asked you like, oh, where are some good new spinners that?
But they're really good. I mean, looking at the journey that they're going on, yeah.
Yeah, I think about Tambuto. I do think about clothing and stuff. Yeah, it does matter a little bit. I've thought about like sleeves actually change the appearance of things depending on what you want your look to be.
Even if it's just like a small part of your arm.
Even though if it's just like, I feel like without a sleeve looks good for me because it just looks clean.
Mm-hmm.
You can do it without the sleeve. You can do it with the sleeve. Don't do the this sleeve. That's like
2012.
2012. Yeah, don't
Yeah.
do that. Don't do that. That's 2012. Don't nails are also 2012. Hot take. Nails are 2012. Okay, don't do that anymore.
Yeah. And I usually wear my favorite jackets, while I'm filming, but not in this weather though. I'm not really comfortable with that. But
Although clothing only really matters if it shows up in your video, right?
yep.
So like you could have an angle that doesn't show. Like you can see my pants and my shirt right now, right? But you might not have that in your angle. So it really depends.
Yeah. Long sleeves. Yeah. 2012.
Yeah,
It was good. I mean,
now
during the
for-
day, back in the day, right? It was something to follow. It was kind of like a what is it, like a standard aesthetics of
yeah,
fence
I'm
fitting,
saying I'm
right?
not saying it's bad.
Yeah.
I'm saying doing it right now is bad.
It's outdated. I wouldn't say.
Yeah, it's outdated.
Yeah.
It's outdated. Doing it back then's fine. Do whatever because that's the old school. That's how it was back then. It's a product of like the age. A product of time. But like if you do it now, it's just kind of like, dude, what are you doing? Like you missed the bandwagon like 5 years for 5 years. So like we're not even 5 years. It's like almost 10.
Yeah, but I'm gonna wait till people start dressing up for pen spinning. Like blazer and everything. With,
You mean like snow?
yeah, but in like a setup. Not like stand up in a desk setup. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, but it's been hard recently.
Everyone's just like, no, those are good. And we're just like, nah.
No, I mean for some people, like nails are pretty good on their
It depends.
hand.
Yeah, it depends.
As long as the nails, your nails don't show too much. Like, how do I say this? Make it look clean, like that. Yeah, make your nails look clean on your cam, and this should be.
The other
good.
problem is like I feel like nails are meant to make your spinning look your hand look more feminine in a way, or like more pretty.
Fingers longer, longer fingers.
Yeah, exactly, right. But I see a lot of people, especially if you're a dude who like has like a very manly hand, your nails
Right.
grow out in a way that is very kind of like not appealing.
Maybe it's too wide.
Like my hand, like me and Akai have more like feminine hands, I would say, right? But like certain people's hands, like their nails will be like this, like really like round, like thick finger, right?
Wide, yeah.
Yeah, they got a really wide nail. And if you have people who grow their nails out like that, it doesn't look like a thin kind of finger that looks right and feminine. So it's kind of like, why do you want to grow your nails out?
Right. Yeah. So it depends on the person.
Painted
Obviously.
nails. I mean, you did painted nails before, Kai. What do you think about it?
Did I?
Yeah,
Wait, what are you talking about? Half? What?
you
I
have
haven't
painted
done-
nails sometime.
No. Haven't done it before.
You did. Yeah, you have. Not in spinning, but in when you're holding a mod, you're like this or something.
And that's my girlfriend's.
Oh, really? That's your girlfriend? Okay, never mind. I thought that was you, and you just had painted nails on.
No, yeah. That's my ex, to be correct. Yeah. Oh god. But anyway, I think they're fine. Usually people like do black paint, right? Like in black color. Like how would do like purple-ish color.
I think it's whatever. I
Yeah.
think it's just I don't really. I'd rather it not be there, to be honest, because I think it distracts a bit.
Mm-hmm.
But
Or maybe.
I think it's because I feel like the current modern kind of pen spinning is all about cleanliness. You want everything to
Right.
look clean. I feel like that's all it's about lately, and that's why people don't really look down on like nails and all this stuff.
The
of
minor
like that.
details, yeah.
Hmm.
But yeah, I mean, try to have a clean setup first, and whatever comes after is gonna be like a add-on. It's like bonus for the setup. It's not like it's not necessary. Yeah, but it's cool. Show your personality. I encourage that. Yeah, to be honest. Oh yeah. Yep. So basically, we can self-teach everything, right? From pen spinning, pen modding. What was it about? What's the other thing? Editing.
Pen spinning editing.
Editing, yeah.
Combo structure.
Yeah. And I mean, it's a really good thing because pen spinning encourages us to learn many things that we do not expect to learn in the beginning, right? We didn't expect to learn like how to edit. And you're like waving, oh yeah. So,
yeah, because he says hi, so I was like, okay, hi. I mean, you've been here already. I don't know why you're saying hi again.
But yeah, like pen spinning, man, it helps me a lot. It makes me want to learn things other than pen spinning. Like having a mentality for learning tricks, combos, or pen spinning in general. It helps me to learn other things, and I really appreciate that. And that's the reason why I haven't stopped pen spinning yet. It's like so motivating.
It's like
man.
It's satisfying because you're like you get to get better, and then you see your improvement, and it's like, oh, cool.
Yeah. And when you can do a trick, it's like you see the results immediately, right? So it's like, yeah, yeah, let's go.
Judrous.
Oh,
right?
motion.
He does it like this, right?
Mm.
He does it with like a bigger motion, like ugh.
But that's his thing, really iconic, right? Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was a bad catch though.
Oh yeah, we're in a spinning session now. All right,
I think we should call it. Are we good?
We're good. Yep. Let's switch
to our like ending screen, and we can still chat a bit. We're not leaving just yet. We're just gonna hang out. So if you guys have any more questions, or just want to hang out, or if Chobi's still here and we want to talk about video games.
His name.
I mean Cho.
I switch.
It's Cho. It's Cho.
I switched the screens already.
Oh, okay. I was doing a thumbs up into the webcam, but you couldn't see it.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, it was good, right? I talked about everything that I thought of.
Yeah, that's good. I wrote a little text file to make sure I said everything I wanted to.
All right, we feel good.
Yeah.
Oh my god, now it's starting to get really hot, hubby.
It's 34 degrees Celsius outside for me.
Jesus Christ, man.
So let's see, how much is that in Fahrenheit? So 34 to... At least in the shade. It's 92, 90 something outside, what? 93.
It's 38, man. It's 38 here.
Bye, Talbasco.
Bye, Tabasco.
Thanks for hanging out. Hopefully it helped. Or hopefully it was a helpful stream, and hopefully you had fun. 59% humidity, 26 degrees inside Celsius. Fine. It's not as hot as you, okay? I shouldn't be complaining.
No, you're complaining to the audience. That's fine. But I'm having 38 now, dude. Oh my god! Like you sit by yourself and then your hands are like sweating for some reason. It's that hot. It's like that hot.
I feel like when I really get excited and start talking to you, I also get really warm because I'm like talking and I get like excited and I just get warm because I'm talking to someone too.
In your heart,
just like lying down and not really doing anything, you'll generally be like cooler. I feel, right?
Not really. Not when
you can't see it.
Not when you try to sleep.
You can't see it. Well, actually, you can't see it because the webcam's not here. But I'm lifting up the back of my T-shirt so my fan can catch the air underneath my T-shirt.
All right, man.
Do you feel the sweat on the back of your on your back and on your ass right now?
Dude,
that's how I feel.
I don't want to feel it, man.
Don't think about it. It's okay. It's cold. It's cold right now.
It's cold, dude.
It's cold.
I don't want to get involved with my receptors. Like sense receptors, whatever. Oh my god.
Sense receptor?
Yeah, sensory. I think. Yeah, but whatever. Oh, I can feel the sweat on my back though. It's like a waterfall. You know what I mean?
Oh no.
Even when I have my fan on, you know. Oh my god.
Oh, Nanobird, if you're still here, you're saying like it's kind of too hot for like sleeves. Isn't it kind of too hot for stuffed animals right now? Because I think so.
Yeah, I wish they had like a cooling solution for them, right?
Dude, don't they sell like cold pillows kind of like?
They do,
stuff
technically,
Yeah, I feel like that would be so comfortable,
Yeah.
especially during summer.
I mean, I don't know how it works, but I think there might be something like that out there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's like some sort of cooled like water. I don't know if it's water. I don't know what it is. Like a cooled pillow. It's probably expensive as hell. Like it's like probably like 100.
I'm fine if it's like plugged in and it has like a built-in AC or something in there. You
Oh
know,
my
like,
god!
like a cold pillow, and I can hug it
There's
over.
a fan in it. There's like
Yeah.
a fan in it that
Yup.
circulates the air.
Circulating fans and what was it like? Air conditioning in there. It's always
feel like-
cold.
During winter, for me, it's not. It's cold, and it's hard to spin sometimes. But for me, I have a electric heater. I have an electric heater beside my computer where I spin, right? So I'll just have my electric heater on, put my hands on the electric heater, warm them up, and then spin. You know, so that's how I do it. So that's why it's not a big deal for me. Is because if you have an electric heater, maybe you can get one of those like hand warming. What are those things called? Like the packs, like the warm pack thing.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what they're called. Like survival heat packs. Oh, heat packs. I don't know.
Maybe heat
I don't remember what
packs.
they're called.
I don't use it, so
but-
I don't know.
You can use those if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
It's always stuffed animal season. I guess you're right.
How can you spin with this cold? Come on, this cold.
This cold? It's so hot. You guys living in the southern hemisphere over here, and it's winter.
Oh man, it's too cold to spin. I feel like being
Shame.
too cold is like easier to find a solution for it than being too hot. Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe-
because
Maybe a
it's 'cause you're trying to
commercial
cool yourself
AC
down
would
if you're
help,
hot.
right? Right? A commercial AC would help.
I guess it would.
Yeah. Like those
But the problem
stores.
is like it doesn't. I feel like do you cool off faster or do you warm up faster? I feel like it's easier to warm up faster. I don't know.
I feel like it too. Like you can feel the heat right away when
Yeah, make sure if you have trouble to spin with dry skin, Nivea Soft Moisturizing Cream.
Fuck.
Uh,
I don't have the cam on, dude.
spinning-
We don't have the cams on.
It's like not sponsored.
Yeah, not sponsored.
By the way, we're actually not sponsored. We're just messing around. But Akai told me about this lotion that works pretty well for pen spinning stuff. So if it's dry, try it. It's pretty
Yeah.
good.
Contact brand ambassador Akai from Nivea.
From Nivea.
But yeah, it's
There's also Nope's pen spinning wax. That's probably kind of interesting too. I've never tried that.
I'll give you one when I get to meet you. Yeah, see if it works for you.
Wait, you're gonna actually? Oh, when you get over here and
Yeah,
you're gonna
yeah.
meet up with me. See how it goes.
Yeah.
It feels different, right? It's not the same as like the lotion or anything.
Nope, it feels like a wax. Feels like a piece of wax. That's what it's all about.
That's weird, man. I don't know if I'll like that.
Yeah, the reason I'm not
Maybe
using
I-
it is it's not soft. It's kind of hard, you know, like in terms of the texture. It's a bit hard.
Does it spin off? Like, is it dry or is there moisture in it? So does it absorb in your hand or does it like?
I think he came up with a formula that makes it similar to the lotion or whatever. Yeah, but it's not technically a lotion. Yeah, so yeah, I don't really use it.
Oh, sorry, Joy. We were ending the stream. I'm sorry. I mean, we're not like completely ending. You're catching like the very end of it. We'll hang
Yeah.
out for a bit, but yeah, we had like technical difficulties.
In the middle of the stream, I didn't
Yeah.
like it. I hated my life for a second, but
I'm glad we finished the stream in the end because
Right.
I was expecting us to actually just like
get
for
one more.
Akai to yeah, you just disconnect. I would have been like, I think we're gonna reschedule a stream or do it some other time.
Yep.
So,
But we finished
you know,
it, and
yeah, I'm
we were-
glad.
Yeah, I'm happy, man. We were able to talk about whatever we wanted to, and Mm-hmm. It was good. It was good. Yep.
I had
Alright.
fun.
Yeah, you did?
Yep.
Okay. And I hope everyone had fun too.
Yeah, I hope everyone had fun. There's always going to be the VOD, Joy, so you can watch the VOD. Or, well, whatever you call it, the live stream archive, or I don't know. The VOD, I feel the VOD is like a term from Twitch. Right?
Yep. It's always Twitch, man. Alright. I think we should call it a day, right?
Yeah, thank you everyone for watching. I don't know why Sepala keeps like doing all these like love heart things.
Flirty.
Was it because of this joke that I made back, or I said something? I think it has to do with something. Like I said something about like people just like mentioning me or like bothering me like that makes me slightly uncomfortable. I think I said something along those lines, and that's probably why he's doing it right now.
Or maybe showing true love. Right there. Humans. But anyway, we're ending the stream. Anything else you wanted to say, Hobby?
Yeah. So if you guys want to catch us next stream, we are just subscribe to us on YouTube is the best way to know when we're streaming next, because we put our announcements like afterwards on Twitter and Instagram later. We always have the live stream scheduled first on YouTube, so if you want to be informed of the next stream, you can do that. And we also have all of our social media in the description, or you have the Discord server, the workshop, Akai's Instagram, my personal Twitter account. Everything's there, so take a look if you're interested. And hope you guys have a good day. Don't die from heat stroke, and drink lots of water.
They're cold over there, man. They're cold.
They're cold. Wait, no, again. Don't die of frostbite. I don't know what's the opposite. I don't know. Just don't die. Just don't die. It's better not to die. You know?
Okay. So, yeah. Stay with us.
Yeah.
Stay and support us. All right.
Yeah, hug your stuffed animals. Like cuddle with your blankets or whatever, with your pillows, and just. With we'll get some hot cocoa and stuff, you know.
Right. Have a good day in general.
Yeah.
All right. I'll see you guys later.
All right. Bye, guys. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
That's a message of the end of the stream. Don't die.